just looking ahead towards the summer, I mean, how do you see Liverpool sort of set up transfer-wise? I mean, it's going to be a big summer again. We've just seen a big summer. It feels like it's going to be another one.
I wrote the Blood Red column on this week. It's almost like there's a lot of work building for a club who spent 450 in the summer. They probably shouldn't need this much work doing. You know, Robertson looks like he could leave, doesn't it, based on what happened with Tottenham that came and went quite briefly. What happens with Mo? That's an uncertain one, isn't it? We think Canate might leave. You know, there's a lot of areas of the pitch which will need some work doing on it, and you know, if you're going to be of Liverpool's quality, you're not going to be coming in for anything less than 50 million, really, are you? Maybe if there's a release clause here or there that they can take advantage of, but it's already shaping up like it's going to be another busy summer. So, you know, you look at it in parts, and maybe last summer was just sort of phase one of the grand sort of next stage of Liverpool. And yeah, you know, I think they need a forward. They certainly need another senior centre-back, at least for me. If Robertson goes, then they're going to need another left-back, aren't they? They're okay with the goalkeeper situation, but yes, it feels like it's quietly piling up a bit there.
I mean, it was last summer. It was sort of 5-6 sort of big sort of senior signings. I'm probably looking around that number again.
I don't think it'll be that many. I don't think it needs to be. No, I think the goalkeeper's all right. If they get Jack in, possibly one more centre back, so that's 1-2. They don't need any midfielders, but they might want to refresh the defensive midfield options. Spend the Lando. Depends on McAllister as well, because
that's the thing. Depending on departures,
we think something might happen. And then they definitely need a wide forward, but only just the one, because don't forget they got Isak and Ekatike, Gakpo. If Salah goes,
another year,
it's that'll be entirely on Salah, I reckon. Funny enough, Founder Morientes has spoken, which you'll be able to read on the Echo website later.
Oh.
And he's talking about, you know, maybe Salah has to accept that next season he might not be playing starting games. And he used Griezmann at Atletico Madrid as an example. That Griezmann, apart from the last couple of games where he's been injured, he's played every single game this season, but he's only started about 7 or 8 of them. But he gets minutes, and he gets a chance to have an impact, and he still feels involved, and he still gets to play in the Champions League, and he still gets to play in La Liga. And Atletico Madrid do anything, he'll still be very much a part of that. And it's whether or not Salah accepts that, because it's either that or probably go to the Saudi Pro League. It's when he decides to do that.
I don't think it's any coincidence that Liverpool have found a bit of form with Salah coming back into the team, by the way. Even with he's only scored the one, hasn't he, of the 10 goals that you mentioned in the week. But, you know, just having him on the pitch gives defenders something else to think about. It's someone who you really have to be concerned about leaving spaces and gaps, and he just takes the attention, doesn't he? You know, we look at the assist that he gets for Verts. That's just because he's got the attention on him. I think is it Lewis Hall over that side space opens up for Verts on the edge of the box, who sticks it away. So, you know, I think he's probably a little bit short on confidence, and I thought that just before he smashed in the free kick against Karabag. But the fact that he is just on the pitch is enough sometimes for other players to profit. So no surprise at all that Liverpool have found a bit of attacking form with Mo Salah back in the team.
This is the Blood Red podcast from the Liverpool Echo, giving you the inside track on all the big talking points from Anfield.